Good morning and welcome to an all-new Eye of the Tiger. I'm Gabe Townsend.
And I'm Austin Daly.
Gail Johnson, the Fashion, Adulthood 101, and Culinary teacher, is retiring at the end of this term. We go to Zoe Stevens with the story.
Gail Johnson is excited to move to Reno, but will miss the life she has in Roseville.
I'm going to miss my students. I'm going to miss my fashion kids. They've been dedicated, devoted. They've been outstanding. They've learned a lot. I've learned a lot doing stripes and stitches, and it's going to be a big loss, for me.
According to Bird, Johnson is beloved by her coworkers and students.
She's very well thought of, and kids love her. So I think just her passion and her personality alone as a relationship-building teacher is attractive to kids. And I think she's had good ideas for how to make that program and the other classes that she's taught effective.
My favorite thing about Ms. Johnson is how goofy she is. Like, you wouldn't think a teacher is super goofy. She's just as goofy as us. She was, when we cracked a random weird joke, she'd laugh right along with us.
Bird expects to have another fashion teacher by the 2018-2019 school year and believes that the program will evolve.
I think what we're hoping to do is identify someone, find someone, talk to some people who have a passion and an interest and a vision for what the program would look like, how to grow it, expand it, take it to the 21st century, all of those kind of things.
Johnson is moving to Reno for her husband's new job, which he took partly because he did not like the long commute to the Bay Area every day for work.
There has been less participation by students in the Toys for Tots program. The program extended the deadline for students to pick up gift requests by a week in an attempt to boost student participation.
I don't know, I would say roughly maybe half. So we still have a lot of ornaments left. That's why we did the extending. Sadly, if people don't come pick up the ornaments, we're going to have to get a lot of extra gifts, and it'll just be harder on the group, and we still have to set it up and stuff. So we really are hoping more students will come up to the stage.
The deadline to pick up gift requests was last Wednesday.
We now go to Jason Russell for sports.
Good morning and welcome to an all-new edition of EOTSN. I'm Jason Russell. Last week we covered power rankings in the CVC for the boys basketball team, and this week we have more power rankings for the girls basketball teams in the CVC. We go to Sam Toomey and Dominic Taylor for more on the rankings.
Hello and welcome to EOTSN's CVC girls basketball power rankings. I'm Sam Toomey.
And I'm Dom Taylor.
We picked the top 5 best teams in the CVC heading into the new year.
Coming in at number 5 is the Whitney Wildcats. The Wildcats did finish 7th in league last season, but that was probably because of their youth. The team has 9 returning players on varsity and will hope to have a promising season.
And Whitney is the only team on our list that didn't make the playoffs last year, so kind of a surprise coming in at number 5. Coming in at number 4 is the Ponderosa Bruins, who finished 3rd last season, but that was probably due to the fact that they had the league's leading scorer in Danielle Kraft, who averaged a little over 18 points per game, also averaging 9 rebounds per game. Based on the team's roster this year, it doesn't look like they have any player that can fill Kraft's role last year.
At number 3 in the power rankings, we have the COSUMNES Oaks WOLFPAck. The WOLFPAck finished 2nd in league last season and did lose some senior leadership, but as returning starters Abriana Lake and Jasmine Hess.
The next team on our power rankings is the Roseville Tigers, who finished 5th in the CVC a year ago. They have 11 returning varsity players. One notable is Shelby McKay, who looks to dominate the CVC this season.
Rounding out our power rankings list is the Antelope Titans. The Titans had 13 league wins last year, enough to place them at the front of the pack in league. They look to continue their dominance this year with returning starters Nadia and Nia Johnson.
And those are the girls' CVC basketball power rankings. And in case you didn't know, the Roseville High School girls varsity basketball team got off to a 1-0 start earlier in the week, beating Granite Bay. And congratulations to Shelby McKay, who in that game scored her 1,000th career varsity point. We will have more on McKay and her accomplishment next week. And last but certainly not least, the girls varsity soccer team shut out Inderkum in their first game of the year, winning by a score of 4-0. And that's it on your home for Roseville High School sports top plays, breakdowns, and more. Eye of the Tiger Sports Network, EOTSN. Now we go to Troy with Tiger Talk.
Hi, this is Troy with Tiger Talk. Twitter is popular throughout all ages, students, celebrities, and I went out and asked students whether or not they take tweets seriously. Do you take Twitter seriously?
I actually don't have a Twitter.
And why don't you have a Twitter?
I don't think anyone would follow me.
tweets that are disrespectful towards people, do you take that serious?
Sometimes I guess some people are just hiding behind screens, other people actually mean it, so not all the time.
Do you take Twitter seriously?
No, I don't take anything seriously.
And how come?
I don't know.
And so do you think there's different standards for like a celebrity, when a celebrity tweets something compared to like one of your friends?
Yeah, because it has more of an impact on people.
So I think that celebrities are more looked up to, so people expect them to speak up on things.
No.
And how come?
Because everybody's stupid.
So like, say those people that are starting protests over something Donald Trump has tweeted, what do you think about that?
I think it's really stupid because like a lot of what Donald Trump says is just idiocracy. So we just can't take it seriously.
Last night I actually got in a Twitter fight because this dude was like saying he didn't want to live in Trump's America, so he thought it was okay to burn flags. So
some students do take tweets seriously, but on the other hand, many students don't really care what's going on Twitter and don't believe the tweets should be taken literal.
Thanks, Troy. Roseville High School senior Amanda Lopes has been tap dancing since she was a child and recently entered her talents into an online tap dance choreography competition.
Actually, when I was about 3 or 4 years old, I started taking beginner tap and ballet joint classes, and then I just kept training, and about 6 years ago I joined the company I'm on today.
Although Amanda is known for her work in the band program, she has a coinciding passion for tap dancing as well.
When I was younger, especially in middle school, I definitely put a lot more time into dance. Like I would dance at least 10 hours a week, more like 12, 13 hours. But then as I got into high school, after my first season of marching band, like that's really when I realized music was another one of my passions, and I cared about it just as much as I did tap dance. So,
a tap dancing organization called Operation Tap puts out instructional videos on how to tap dance and also hosts competitions encouraging people to submit videos of their own dance routines in hopes to win.
My friend Amber Hardigan, who's on my company with me, she decided that she wanted to choreograph a dance and enter it because she's trying to become a professional dancer after college. And she asked me and a few of my other friends to be in her piece. So she choreographed it and we entered it in, and we got into the top 3, which then transferred over to like votes, shares, comments, all that type of stuff on Facebook and Instagram.
Amanda hopes to take advantage of all she learned through tap dance and band in her career in music.
After high school and college, it's just going to be more of a hobby. I want to be a music teacher, and so like I definitely have learned a lot from dance, just like life skills, like teamwork, and you work your hardest, and so I'd like to keep dancing on the side, but not as a career.
Lopes has an upcoming performance on December 16th.
The Winter Percussion Ensemble is looking for members to join the 2017 season. There's an informational meeting on December 6th at 5 p.m. in the band room. Drummers, pianists, bass guitar players, or anyone willing to learn music are welcome. That's it for us today on Eye the Tiger.
Remember, we're always on at eyethetigernews.com. See you next time.